Welcome to the Funny Style Podcast. We are back now with video. If you want to see, we've been doing this podcast for a long time, but this is the first video. A long time. Yeah. So if you're seeing this on YouTube, there's an entire catalog of over 100 episodes, audio on like Spotify and all that other stuff. But I wanted to make sure I brought everybody back together since there was a comedy event to bring the podcast with.
Yeah, so, there was.
Yeah. So the Kevin Hart roast. When did the roast actually happen?
Mother's Day.
Yeah, Mother's Day.
Last Sunday. Yeah. About a week now.
Yeah.
Dave still hasn't responded from what I've seen. Did he respond?
No.
He's not an internet guy.
To Naeem Lynn?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
All right.
No.
That was Naeem's desperate attempt.
That was so desperate.
Come up. Yeah.
You're going to come with somebody that's not even there.
But the only thing that I'll say is I'm confident Naeem has a relationship with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
And maybe he wanted to do that for his own reason, or he's just trying to go viral. Which, honestly,
I think it's more the latter.
Yeah, honestly, the whole roast seemed like a corny attempt to go viral at multiple points.
That's what it's about, though, because at the end of the day, you got the live event, which probably generates a lot. Yeah. But then it's like after that, Netflix is like, yo, we need these clips making money.
Yeah.
So they need those moments. Like The Rock kept pushing all that crazy.
He just kept going at Kevin's wife.
Just being crazy, yeah.
But it was like, once you do it once, it's like, but it's funny. He kept doing it. And it was like...
And to me, it wasn't even like funny. Like he was just doing Tom Brady was funnier when he did it then. Because it was actual punchline. Like, whereas The Rock was just like, hey. Like,
well, plus The Rock was drunk. So, like...
Yeah. Kevin Hart was drunk, too, but he's a comedian.
I forget which one of them said it, but I was uncomfortable doing the whole, like, them saying I'm going to fuck your wife thing until somebody said, cuck high chair. And
that's funny.
Well, that's innuendo. That's what comedy's funny. Yeah, you're supposed to have an actual joke.
Say the thing that makes people uncomfortable and then make it funny.
And the funny thing about the roast, too, was... Everybody was roasting Kevin Hart for how bad an actor he was, and he was displaying his bad acting the whole night.
Yeah, it was like laughing at every single joke.
Yeah, but even like when The Rock was like, "Sit on my lap," and he's like, "No, I'm not sitting on your lap." It was like, dude, this is so forced and like.
And Shane was like, "Don't do it,
please don't make
Cat Williams right."
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's exactly what I was thinking to me. It's so funny.
Yeah. It was. To start with, the whole thing was okay. For me, they didn't do the roast of Kevin Hart justice. Like, as if you know who his friends are, like not like the Hollywood friends that he has now, but the comics that he started off with. He started with Bill Burr. Like, he's known Bill Burr.
I was surprised not to see Bill Burr
for 20-something years.
Yeah.
So to me, the issue I had with it, apart from like some of the racial stuff, which I don't even have that big of an issue with.
It was just cringy and not funny.
It was cringy and not funny,
but I'm also not going to say that they shouldn't have said it.
But to be fair, you don't invite Tony Hinchcliffe unless you want cringy and a little bit not funny. A little bit not funny. Yeah. But the thing is, the reason why I can't be that mad at Tony, even though that specific joke was cringe and crazy. Not funny, and I think, again, that was him throwing out the viral thing.
Yeah.
That's why when he did the Trump thing, nobody heard any of what he said except for Puerto Rico's an island full of trash. Yeah. Like, he every time he says he throws out just one thing.
He's an internet guy, though. Like these comics that actually came up with Kevin Hart, there was no internet. So it was like, be funny, write jokes. But Tony Hinchcliffe, his whole career is internet. His show is on the internet. Netflix is on the internet. Like, it's not TV. Yeah. That's another thing that people need to understand. It's TV.
And I almost want to say, like, if I was doing that roast, I wouldn't have had Tony Hinchcliffe on the lineup. But he actually had one of the funniest sets of the night.
He typically, he's good at that.
So it's like
he ripped into Chelsea and
that's his thing.
So it's like I can't be that mad at it. Like, he was going for the viral thing. And he did have, like, it would be one thing if his set was trash, and then he did that awful George Floyd joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the set was really good.
I think
and then he just ended it on something again, just hurling out. He had to throw something out.
The presidential thing was trash that he did. That was terrible.
But that was supposed to be a political rally, so it was like, why would you even?
That was more out of his wheelhouse completely than the roast battle thing, roast show. So
I feel like I'm just shitting on it, but even the start, Usher coming out and saying was so weird and irrelevant.
I liked that nobody's ever done that.
That's what I liked. Cool. There was no one ever saying that. He should have brought out a rapper. He should have brought out like the dude from Wildin' Out.
Yeah.
To just do a cut the beat and you know what I'm saying? Conceited, that's his name, right?
I like the Usher.
They should have brought him out. That would have
not because it was like funny or like, oh my god, I can't believe you said that. It was that he was sing roasting and everything was like hitting just right.
And it's his wheelhouse. Like Usher wasn't uncomfortable, you know. Yep. He's just, reading and singing. No, it wasn't different, like other people.
So when you say it was mid, are you comparing it to other roasts or just works of each one of these comedians?
Comedy in general.
Works in each one of these comedians, and honestly, I'm comparing it, maybe this is unfair, I'm comparing it to, like, I've watched the old roasts on YouTube.
Okay.
From, like the old Patrice O'Neal roast from, like, the early 2000s, which is the actual crew of people that Kevin, like, I understand that Keith Robinson had a stroke, so maybe that's not the environment for him to perform because just physically, maybe. But Keith Robinson was in the audience.
Yeah.
It's like, you had better people in the audience than half the people on stage.
Now, I'm not a roast comedian, but I do know that, like, the way that you have to set up the people on the stage is not just, like, people who roast the shit out of everybody. You also have to have, like, targets planted in that people can hit.
Yeah, but like I wrote down the lineup somewhere. I don't know where I put it. But all right, so right off the bat, Usher was awkward, and again, Tom Brady was awkward.
Tom Brady's wasn't good.
I get that. Yes, but don't open the roast with non-comedians so that by the time you sit through 4 minutes of Usher. It wasn't 4 minutes, it was like 2 minutes. But by the time you sit through a couple minutes of Usher and 4 minutes of Tom Brady, we're now 6 minutes into going, what the hell is this? And then Shane comes out, and respectfully, Shane is a great headliner.
Yeah.
Where he's telling long form bits, like where he has time to kind of build it.
Yeah.
Hosting is about energy at the onset.
Yeah, he's not a high energy guy.
I
still think he did well.
He did well, but
he did well for Shane Gillis.
For Shane Gillis and for Shane Gillis.
And addressing the fact that like he was the white guy who was supposed to celebrate black excellence and host it.
They should have got Gary Owen to host it.
Well, no.
That's what I think.
Well, I think Bill Burr should have been the host because again, you're grabbing somebody who was with Kevin Hart from the beginning, and the other thing is if you look at the comics on the dais. They weren't even from Kevin Hart's class. And by class, I don't even mean, they're not from his class success-wise, but they're also younger than him. The only one who, like, Cheryl Underwood was correct. Chelsea Handler was correct. Yeah. And Cheryl Underwood handled that stuff exactly how you should. One thing I don't like is the victimhood crying thing. Like, everybody's like, oh, he said, like, there's comedians now on the internet, like, he shouldn't have said that, how could you have him up there?
Stuff about I can't believe comedians are saying that.
The stuff about her husband and then hitting that and, like, calling back to it and hitting it again. I was dying laughing. Oh, my God.
But two things. Number one, her husband died, like, 30 years ago. Yes, at least it's not like
fresh. It wasn't like it just happened.
And I believe him when he said he called her. Yeah, I believe him when he said he called her. So then Chelsea makes sense, because, again, she actually really did help him get started by putting him on her show, right? Pete Davidson, why was he there?
Hasn't he been on like all of them?
Tony, why was he there? And again, I can't even say that because Tony had one of the best sets of the night, so he made him.
Yeah, but Tony and like Jeff Ross, those are the guys that you can put them in on any roast and they can write a good set and kind of. Which Jeff Ross's set wasn't. It was good.
He stole my hee-haw tag, by the way.
Yeah, he did.
From forever ago. Bro's been watching my stuff, that's all I'm saying.
But those are guys you kind of put on there because there's so many non-comedians and hanky cringy things going. At least those guys can kind of like carry us.
But think about Kevin Hart's Mark Twain thing and who showed up. It was Nick Cannon would have killed.
Yeah, Nick Cannon would have been
It was
great.
a different atmosphere, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Nick Cannon would have been great.
Yeah.
Chris Rock would have been great.
Chris Rock would have been great.
Chris Rock would have been great.
So I mean, again, this is the roast of Kevin Hart, right? So this is, to me,
Eddie Murphy would have been crazy.
To me, it almost because of the level where Kevin Hart is. Number one, I feel like it should have been like Black Tie almost, like an old school roast were. Like they were wearing tuxes at like the old school roast, right? Yeah. Then it should have been people on his level. It should have been Bill Burr, Louis C.K., Kevin Hart. Chelsea still should have been there. Regina Hall should have still been there. Mm-hmm. Tony, if you want somebody to come in and just say some crazy shit.
Yeah.
What was that? Cat Williams, obviously.
That was I had goosebumps when he showed up.
I had no issues with Cat on there.
No, not at all. So and then him going hard. Yeah.
And
Cheryl Underwood should have been there for sure.
Yeah, Cheryl Underwood for sure. And again, she handled it perfectly. Like, as I'm watching all the racist stuff get said, my thought wasn't, oh my God, I'm so offended and I can't believe it and we should cancel, people or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, if I was there, I would have in real time written down on a piece of paper as I'm sitting there a list of Holocaust jokes. And then when I would have gone up, I would have said every single Holocaust joke I could think of. Because it's like, if y'all going to play,
if you're going to say lynch from a bonsai tree.
Exactly.
Then we're going to start talking about ovens and gas and trains.
I told Trees before we turned the cameras on, the first thing I thought of when I saw Jeff Ross is I was like, Jeff Ross is what happens when you take the Jew out of the oven too early.
Which is gone.
Yeah, and he's pale, he's white, like he's just undercooked, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Which is horrible. But once you do the lynching joke,
feeling that I got when I heard
exactly. Once you do the lynching joke, instead of me going, I can't believe you said that and I'm hurt and I'm offended, I would just go into the most offensive thing about your community that I could think of.
Right. Which is what you're supposed to do in the roast.
Yeah. And Cheryl Underwood, genius, which brought up the fact, hey, we're in Inglewood. Had you actually said nigga, we would have made a phone call and there'd have been 7,000 people in front of this arena to fuck you
That's
up.
exactly Cheryl Underwood's fashion too.
Yeah.
She'll say something. She said something like that every time she go up. But she got up and she was like, all hail free speech and everything. Because I honestly think she don't mess with any of them jokes. Like, she laughed it off, she handled it well, but I know there's no way you just I'm good with nah.
But and on some level it's like,
but she's a comedian.
Cheryl Underwood also. Like, I think those jokes, if those jokes came from, again, like a Bill Burr, I feel like someone like Cheryl Underwood would be like, we're talking crazy as peers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cheryl Underwood having some, and I get it, Shane and Tony are super successful.
I think the main reason Shane was
in comparison, in comparison to Cheryl Underwood and her career, she can look at him and go, who are you to talk crazy to me?
Yeah.
Like, I'm Cheryl Underwood, Which I wonder why, because me and Preach were talking, how Regina Hall pissed the whole...
I think she was trying to stay in her zone, because when she did her thing wasn't roast jokes. It was a whole act that she had built out. So I think she was just trying to hold it.
Yeah.
After she went up, she did loosen up.
Exactly.
And she laughed at a joke that I didn't think she would laugh. I forgot what it was. She covered her mouth though.
Yeah, I remember that one.
She laughed. It was something that she shouldn't have been laughing at. I forgot what it was. Oh man, I think it might have been the lynching joke. I think it was that.
I don't think so.
It wasn't that one.
It was
something
It was later. It was after her set. I think it was Kevin during Kevin's set. He said something crazy, and she.
No, this is something. Yeah, someone else said something.
Huh.
I forgot what they said.
I don't know what it was.
I was like, ooh, and then I'm looking at who's laughing, and she was covering her mouth. I was like, oh, she's laughing at that one.
Then Tiffany Haddish was up there,
but she didn't go.
She should have been one that was.
It was like a background dance because he didn't go up at all. They were
there,
like the Plastic Cup Boys.
Yeah. But Naeem went up, but Spank didn't go up.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Tiffany Haddish had her whole thing where she did an interview like fuck Tony Hinchcliffe, and then Tony was up there doing the bit about Cheryl Underwood's show, and oh hell no, and all that, and Tiffany was losing it, like laughing, and then tried to dap him up on the way back, and like they connected. So it seemed like she's cool with him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, Yeah, it's weird. I think
that Netflix.
Honestly, to be fair, you know who honestly I feel like kind of messed the whole thing up a little bit? Chelsea Handler.
Yeah,
because she's
serious the whole time.
There was because the thing about roast, if it's a bunch of people who like, if you watch those old Patrice O'Neal roasts, that's a room full of people that love each other, like for real love each other, and are saying horrendous shit about each other. And you can tell.
Joke.
Yeah, Chelsea really legitimately hates
half the room.
Yeah. So when by the time she was done, it was like, I mean, she hates Tony Hinchcliffe, like hates him.
Made that pretty clear.
Hates Shane Gillis, which I think is unfair because, like, I get that they both live in Austin, but Tony pushes the envelope way harder than Shane does. Shane is up there trying to like, white guy, so let me.
He does a little Kyle. Shout out Kyle Chris.
But I mean, the level of just you could like smell it in the room. It was like there's real tension on that stage. These people do not like each other.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, when you put together a roast, once you do that, every joke somehow, like the way you feel about the joke as it hits, notches up a little bit in how offensive it is.
Right. Because they meant that.
Yeah, they did.
Exactly.
She meant that shit. Yeah. Everything she said, she meant that.
And then he came back and said she froze her ovaries because they're stored in a cold fridge. Bitch. Dude.
And again, he meant that.
Yeah.
So it's like once that energy comes out, then you kind of are looking at the whole roast like, all right, is this real? Or
what is this about?
That real? Or like, what was crazy was she hates him so much that the energy when she was on stage was more tense than when Cat Williams was on stage.
Yeah,
and them niggas really hate each other.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
So,
but even when they were going back and forth and saying the worst thing, Cat and Kevin, I was like, I didn't feel the same.
Yeah,
like,
and Cat Williams was saying worse stuff.
Cat was saying
worse stuff, but Cat held back.
Parties.
Because when Cat roasts, it's straight rant. It's serious. He don't roast people unless he really hates them. So, but it's way funnier. Like if Cat was just like, you know what, that nigga went in.
And he gets all quiet when you bring up the dinner parties.
That means he did something wrong.
Epstein.
Whatever. No, did he? It was not Epstein.
Okay.
No, Chelsea was. The funny thing is, Chelsea was the one that went to the Epstein house.
Dinner.
Yeah.
He's like, there was like 7 people.
It was like a big party. It was
just snitching.
But again, even that, there wasn't a joke. He was just like
snitching for no reason.
She said awful stuff, and then he went up there and just, like he said, snitched on the fact that she was at Jeffrey Epstein's house, and then walked off with no punchline.
It was still funny though.
It was, but it's like these people hate each other. Like
Chelsea, your middle name is Dick was just so like hilarious.
I'm surprised no one ever said that.
I'm sure somebody said it.
I've never heard. She's been on quite a few roasts. I haven't heard that. Yeah, I heard that.
I'm trying to think who else. Like Draymond Green. Like what? He said. He said
if you had to pick some non-comedians, I kind of understand Draymond Green only because him and Kevin Hart
have like the friendship.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. I feel like the ratio was weird. Yeah, like The Rock's not a comedian. Draymond Green's not a comedian.
But I understood not because
because they're really good friends, right? Who else was not a comedian? Usher's not a comedian. Lizzo. Funny enough, Lizzo was the best.
Lizzo did great. Their hands no slander.
You can tell she's having fun.
Yeah, she threw in her own joke.
She took the hits.
It was stolen, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, I couldn't help but smile watching Lizzo do her thing because she was having fun.
She didn't bring any of out of all the non-comedians. Her energy was very much so. I'm here to have fun. Yeah, not like legitimately be mad at somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
And so Lizzo.
Chelsea could win.
That's gonna help her career a lot. Lizzo's career, she's probably about to go on tour right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and honestly, I wonder if that was strategic because if you remember, Lizzo was on the don't make fun of fat people.
Yeah, she was big on the
very sensitive train.
She had the whole controversy making her
comedians tee off on her,
and she came out with the complete opposite energy on this, and I wonder if that was.
Granted, she lost hella weight. If she just stayed how she was and came out, I don't think that would have went that well. But she had lost, so she already felt good about herself. How she was looking.
She felt confident enough to laugh at the fat jokes. But when she was like fat for real,
because I think it was all that combined. Like there's
who said
you no longer have to say really
in front of it. Who said that?
Tony.
That was Tony.
Yeah, Tony had a great set.
Now he did have a great set. So you can't. But that's the thing. You can't. For me, as a Kevin Dean actually posted. Shout out to 407 Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
But he posted that a lot of times, because Dave Chappelle said something similar that he was talking about. A lot of times when controversies come up, I feel like I'm more comedian than I am black person.
Me too.
But because like even with the George Floyd thing, and here's what I hate. I hate being boxed into this corner where I have to pretend like I give a shit about George Floyd, right? What I don't like is the disrespect to the black community. Mm-hmm. Not the disrespect to George Floyd, the individual person.
It was the intent.
It was the intent behind it, exactly. So that is the thing I don't like. I don't personally like, respectfully, George Floyd, if you look at his rap sheet, all of his victims were black people. Like the crimes that he had committed, the robbing a pregnant black woman at gunpoint. So like, I'm not personally, I don't like the white people get in their heads that black people are so personally attached to George Floyd.
Yeah.
It's the intention behind how people talk about him.
Right. And,
you know?
Which is what Preach was saying. He said it just for the sake of getting the attention. Mm-hmm. Because his whole set could have been perfectly fine without even saying his name.
Yeah.
Because the George Floyd joke wasn't even a joke. It was just he'd be looking up. He wasn't so hard.
Yeah.
So
he wasn't making fun of Floyd. He was making fun of Kevin.
Yeah.
But used this nigga to get to the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like use that punchline to make fun of Kevin, and I was like, that's some crazy.
It wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
And they could have done the whole set.
And the thing is that bonsai tree joke, right? He's so sure you'd have to lynch him from a bonsai tree, right? Yeah. It's super
bonsai tree.
Well, it's super racist, right?
Yeah.
But it's so clever.
It's a good joke.
That, like, the thing is, as long as a joke is a good joke and it's clever, you get a pass on it.
Yeah.
The only thing when people stop and go, that's offensive,
is when it
bombs.
It's a low hanging fruit.
Because then you're like, oh, you put no thought into this. You just wanted to say the thing.
Yeah.
Not how can I get through this whole thing and make it funny, make people think about it, and still get this in here. I just want to say the thing.
Yeah.
Which we know a few people who did jokes like
you
that.
You gotta say it.
Well, honestly, the more I think about it, Tony kind of had a perfect set up until that point.
Yeah.
Because he was vicious, but it was all funny. Mm-hmm. And then just had to, at the very end, just throw in the...
Yeah.
But honestly, I really do think, like you're saying, he's a guy from the internet that understands the internet. Mm-hmm. I think he was going, all right, I'm going to end... Because people usually in your set, people remember what you started with and what you finished on. Yeah. He's like, I'm going to make sure that this thing is going to go viral, and I'm going to put it right at the end.
I don't think we wouldn't be talking about his set right now had he not threw that joke in. Like, we wouldn't be talking about...
Any more than he had a great set.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We wouldn't, like, there wouldn't be no people making... There's people making whole internet videos and, this nigga need to be canceled.
Yeah, there's articles and think pieces and...
Yeah, like, if he's not... And he had an amazing set, but he had to say that for us to talk about him. That's why I'm like, I understand why he does what he does. Like, he's an internet nigga, like Dave Chappelle said. Internet niggas have to be negative. He said that.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what he is.
That's how they get most of their...
He's literally... He's an internet comedian.
Yeah. So. I think everybody on the lineup also said something about Tony being either gay or racist. Like, everybody, and he's like looking around like, what the fuck?
The thing about Hinchcliffe is, like, Hinchcliffe makes fun of every... And I don't really defend, because I don't really like that type of comedy, but he makes fun of every group of people. Yeah. He has a joke for every group of people, but the racist ones against the blacks are the ones that go viral because that's the sensitive thing.
And he knows.
So he's seen as literally just that.
And the problem also, and I'll put this...
And niggas don't know who he is.
So. I'll put this on the black community a little bit, too. Black people refuse to just ignore him. It's like, yo, if y'all would stop making documentaries every time he says a racist joke,
bro,
his career would actually quiet down a little bit.
The rabbit hole of reels I went down, and just niggas on the internet like, oh, comedians, whole comedians. Like, I'm going to take pages like, nigga, you got 3.4 million followers. Like, and you making a video about Tony Hinchcliffe, bro? Like,
most black people, I should say most people, because Tony has a huge audience, right? Most black people only know he exists
because of
other black people making videos complaining about his jokes. If black people didn't make those videos, the whole black world would know Tony Hinchcliffe exists.
And then it's like, who bridged the gap? Like, one black person just happens to watch Hinchcliffe. Because niggas don't watch him. We don't know. Like, Tony Hinchcliffe don't even come to the radar of a black person. Like, I'm going to go watch Tony Hinchcliffe.
Although, you remember, what was that thing? He was on
It's Cam's fault.
No. It's Cam's fault.
Let me start with David Lucas.
He's not famous enough.
He was on, what was that thing where they gathered all those comics together? It was like Kevin on stage, Ryan Davis, T.I. was on one of them. Where they were in a room, they were in a classroom.
Yeah, classroom.
And they were just roasting people, right?
Yeah. Tony was on one of those.
Tony was on one of those and killed on that.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's how niggas found out.
But again, he's funny. He's that funny.
Yeah.
It's like, and again, in his defense, maybe I'm not trying to be in his defense, but he figured out a lane where I've been really funny for a long time, and like people heard about me, but like not for real. Yeah. I'm not at this level.
Yeah.
Ever since he's been saying racist shit, his fucking career is taking off.
There's a formula.
Yeah. So
I don't even know what he do. Like, I never watched this dude do stand up. Mm-hmm. All I see him do is just roast.
He put out a special recently.
How does this?
He put out a special right after the Peng Dang controversy, I think.
The what?
The Peng Dang, his old opener. Oh, see, this is exactly what you're saying. People had nothing about it. So he had, when he was doing Kill Tony, he had an opener named Peng Dang. Who?
That's his real name, or is that just what Tony Hinchcliffe called him?
Yeah, it sounds like a slur.
I'm gonna brush on past that, not saying racist. But
and then you got Hans Kim.
Before Hans Kim, so Tony did some kind of show and said the Asian slur.
Okay.
And then Peng Dang out. Stop. Peng Dang outed him. Somebody recorded him. And was like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit. And then it got out, but then ended up backfiring. Peng Dang is under the radar now, and Tony went crazy. And Kill Tony got popular. Mm-hmm. And then, like, a couple months after is when he hired Hans Kim. He's like, bring another Asian up front.
That just means Tony had friends in high places, and Peng Dang knows no one.
Yeah,
that's what that means.
Yeah.
Well, who would Peng Dang know?
I don't know who Peng Dang would know.
Jackie Chan?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's that? That was the
Joe Coy.
Joe Coy.
Yeah, they don't all look the same.
Joe Coy should book.
Joe Coy's the Filipino Kevin Hart, dude. That guy's popular. I saw him at.
He is a Filipino Kevin Hart. He's very.
I have a signed album with his another.
Yeah, he's the biggest Asian comic.
Is he? He's the biggest Asian comic?
I think so.
Indians are technically Asian.
He's been around.
So
Indians are Indian.
Wouldn't Russell Peters technically be the biggest?
For sure?
Yeah, because he's another one that niggas don't know about, but in his community,
that's like a white Jamaican and be like, oh, he's the best black comic.
Russell Peters is the one who does all the Asian voices. Yeah, it's weird because he's not white.
Yeah, well, it's not he's Indian. So he's Asian.
I never watched it.
Yeah, it'd be like me doing a Scottish accent.
Yeah. See, nobody would have a problem.
Yeah, but you're white. Scottish people white.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but
he said Asian.
See how much niggas don't know about
Indian and Asian is not the same though. These niggas don't look the same. You could say you're Scottish, and I'm like, I believe it. Like, what are you?
Russians or Asian?
But if an Indian dude says, "Yo, I'm Chinese," I'm like, nigga, no, you ain't. Like,
Rich thinks Asian is just the eye thing.
Yeah, just eye thing. That's in a way that's its own set of racism.
It's its own set of racism.
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at that point, then what is what?
Would it suck if
I could be born in Asian, then now I'm Asian. You know what I mean?
Nobody
like,
would be able to see
what is what then at this point? Somebody got to look like somebody. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man.
Yeah.
If you're born in India, you Indian, right?
Yeah.
It's white Africans.
Yeah.
That's the first joke I made, so I can't be called a racist. I said the white Jamaican. Nah, but
although they're sending them back, the white South Africans.
They're getting them out of there.
Back to England.
Back to where?
No, some of them came to America. Trump gave a lot of them amnesty.
Oh my God.
Yeah. There's a whole thing.
They're refugees now.
Aren't they in South Africa because of apartheid and all that? All right, just making sure.
Because
just one more.
What was happening was because they owned all
Trumpster.
the well, not all, but they owned a hugely disproportionate amount of the farms, and they were making the black people work for them for cheap. And then they were building. Did you see the video of the whites only town in South Africa, where black people are only allowed in the town to like work as maids and stuff, and they have to be out by dark. That's in 2025. I swear to God.
What?
And the South Africans got fed up with it.
So it's like the good old days in the South, but they brought it to South.
You can't do
Africa.
stuff like that with the internet. Like these niggas gonna find out quick.
Well, it's not even that they found out. They let reporters in and took them on a tour. Like they were
That's
like,
what
"This
I'm
is
saying.
out."
The internet is out there. There's niggas
crazy.
making drum sets out of animal skins and going viral because them niggas done found a phone.
That's gotta be interesting though. Those videos are like, you ever seen the videos of those kids that like build? It's
like the mud temples.
Indonesian kids that build these incredible like mud mansions or whatever.
So cool.
My question is, are they monetized?
Yes,
Because they get millions
they're monetized.
and millions. Okay,
they gotta be.
so wherever they are, that money is going.
Because it's a lot. It's not even just that. There's music. They're doing crazy music. They're doing.
Yeah.
They got to be feeding the town.
Yeah.
You think they could feed the whole
Some of
town
them got the
with
whole
those
town
American
in the
dollars?
Even comedy, they do them like oh, don't leave me, like that. Those TikTok trends. Them African niggas be killing them TikTok
Okay,
trends.
I wasn't sure what accent he was going for.
No, it was that's just how they sound. I don't know, nigga. But yeah, bro, they literally do the internet better than we do.
Yeah.
Because they're actually skilled, like they're actually talented. They're not like just going for trying to go viral. They're just showing their talent. So,
I saw the funniest video of a Jamaican DJ. He had 3 cell phones plugged into like the headphone jack that is like 3 into 1 or whatever. So it's like 3 into 1. So each one is in a different cell phone. The whole thing is plugged into like a big ass speaker.
He was mixing,
and he was DJing. So he would
play
the song on one phone, lower the volume, and then play the song on play the next song on the next phone, and bring the volume up. But if you weren't looking at it, it sounded like a DJ.
You wouldn't even know it. Niggas is crazy, bro.
That's insane. There's also people who have the whole setup and just press play on a laptop.
Yeah,
all I need is 2 iPhones and an Android.
Yeah.
I can make it work.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it was good.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think if you took the elements of what were there and cut out like 40% of it, I think it would have been a great roast.
Yeah.
Because there were a bunch of really, really good spots in it. And it was like, wasn't it like 4 hours long or something like that? It was
very long.
It wasn't 3 hours long.
Yeah,
3 hours long. Oh, it wasn't 4 hours.
Yeah,
3
hours.
Yeah.
It's like a Joe Rogan podcast.
If it was an hour and a half, if it was an hour and a half, it would have been good.
Yeah.
If it was an hour and a half and they sent Usher home and sent Tom Brady home, swapped out Shane Gillis for...
Tiana Taylor didn't need to be there.
Tiana Taylor did not need to be there.
Just for the sake of being there?
Yeah.
No, isn't she like in a movie with
Multiple
Kevin?
movies, yeah.
No, like a very recent one.
Yeah. I think it's...
what the name of the movie is.
Yeah, she should have been.
She's in one
she
very
should have been
recently.
in the audience.
It either hasn't even come out yet or came out recently.
But that was the problem. Like, the whole thing was a commercial.
Yeah.
It was...
They was plugging they sponsors.
He even stopped to pause for Chase. He was like, Chase Bank.
They spend cash back on every purchase.
So the whole thing, because somebody pointed this out, Shane Gillis has Tires, right? And is it Tires on Netflix?
Yes,
or is it? Yeah. Kevin Hart, obviously Netflix darling. He's on a bunch of stuff. Tony Hinchcliffe has Kill Tony.
That's been
huge on Netflix.
Multiple times, yeah.
Everybody they showed, like they showed the nigga who won the contest, Ron Taylor. They showed him. They showed all the contestants who were in the contest. That's all Netflix.
I really think Netflix maybe that's why certain people weren't there.
I was about to say, did Netflix have
was
a
like,
lot of weight?
Our roster, well, Netflix definitely had a lot of weight. It was on Netflix, so they were like, our roster.
Roast. Like, how much can he?
Yeah,
but they told
that was
you
a Netflix. That's
Kevin
all
Hart was a slave. Everybody told you that.
Yeah, that's all Netflix. That whole thing, like from the beginning, I was like, yeah, this is a Netflix. Like, it wasn't like I said because of the people, like you said, the people who were there.
Yeah,
it just didn't seem like these were Kevin Hart's most beloved. And then the ones like the Plastic Cup Boys, they like you said, Spank didn't even go up.
Yeah,
that's his beloved. Like he didn't even go up.
And the people who would know, and I didn't even like Naeem's set because it was like, there's no way you know Kevin Hart that well, and it's almost like Naeem let the writers write his set.
Oh yeah, I think the writers,
if he wrote his own set.
Yeah,
because I don't know if the writers if the writers wrote a set, okay, but he said some things that I feel like he threw in for his own career.
Yeah.
Going at Dave Chappelle.
Well, remember,
a few of them did that.
Remember, he said Kevin Hart invited me on this roast
to help me with his career. Yeah, I remember that.
Nobody was there to roast Kevin Hart at the Kevin Hart roast. It was just a commercial for everything that they're doing.
So many people done made their careers on roast, and that's just what it is now. That's really what it is now.
Shane said he was invited directly by Kevin.
Okay.
But do you think it was because Netflix is like, hey, call Shane?
Or I honestly think Netflix gave him a line. I honestly think Netflix gave him a list of 50 comics.
And then said,
pick pick from this list.
We know your people that you were in your class aren't on this list. Yeah. Sorry, you can't pick them.
Yeah, but some of those guys, Bill Burr has I don't know if he's with his relationship with Netflix now.
If Bill Burr was there, Chelsea Handler's bit about them going over to Saudi Arabia would have actually hit.
Yeah,
because she was trying to go on Shane and Tony about it, and neither one of them
went to Saudi Arabia. It was like,
what are you doing?
Telling you, she saw them and just saw red. Like she was just saying shit didn't make any sense. She was just mad. And Bill, I mean, if Bill Burr had hosted, right, and then special guest,
Bill Burr would have been so good.
Still Cat Williams, but also Chris Rock and Nick Cannon as special guests, and then eliminate some of those people that just did not need to be there. One of the best roasts ever. But I mean,
I agree with that. I don't know what Nick Cannon's relationship with Netflix is either. I don't know if that's did Wild 'N Out make Netflix.
But the thing is, it's Kevin Hart.
I agree. But like you said, like Netflix just had the control over it.
But what's crazy to me though is like Kevin Hart is bigger than Netflix telling him what to do. If Netflix,
he 100% is.
Yeah, if Netflix would have had a better production if they stepped back and said,
let the comedians run this thing.
The comedians run this.
Yeah, but that's not what makes Netflix Netflix.
But Netflix
they control everything.
Netflix,
yeah, but they have to.
Stupid.
Yeah, they need the comedian to need the platform.
Yeah,
that's the ultimate thing. So like, they need y'all need us.
But like, I wonder long term value. What's better value for Netflix? Making this a commercial, or making it really excellent? Yeah. To where like
making it really excellent is better for Netflix because I think the commercial thing only helped the individual comedians more so than Netflix.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna go watch Tires.
Well, the commercial thing, maybe though.
Maybe 4 people.
For the 4 people that haven't heard.
People, I tell you what though, you know what? Black people might switch to Kill Tony and look at who this guy is.
Right, I agree. I'm not gonna lie. I was just cutting someone's hair. And he never knew who Tony was until he watched the roast. Yeah. And he liked his set.
Yeah.
He was like, that guy was... He goes, who's that skinny guy who just sat there and smiled? And I was like, Hinchcliffe?
Those big old teeth.
And I was like, you don't know who that... He never knew, never heard of Kill Tony, none of that.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And like, he just got a fan. And that's just one person that I just happened to run into.
But even people out of anger...
Yeah.
Will just go click just because they've never seen it before.
Which is why I did the George Floyd.
And then a certain percentage of them will like Kill Tony.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Or hate it and keep making videos and...
There's plenty of people that watch Kill Tony.
Yeah. Just to hate.
There's no like... we're fucked as the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Because now it's come to a point where the click is what's important. It could be somebody who hates you.
Not even a talent.
It could be somebody who loves you.
Yeah.
It could be somebody who heard some bad shit about you and just wants to figure out who you are.
Well, that's why I disagree with you guys' take about how Netflix benefits. Because making a great roast will last them a week. Oh, it's a great roast. Everyone's talking about it for a week. But making it a commercial, the controversy won, but making it a commercial will get people to go watch these other shows that are also on Netflix. So now they're
I think you can do
quadruple dipping on all these other things that Netflix spits out on top of the roast.
Yeah.
They're using it as a channel to get people into
But that's crazy too, though, because Chris Rock has a Netflix special.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Chappelle has multiple Netflix specials.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Burr has a Netflix special.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams has Netflix specials. It could have still been Netflix.
It would have been.
I mean?
It would have been beneficial anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of the day, because if it was just a great roast and they didn't make it a commercial or whatever, didn't plug all this stuff, it was just a great roast. People still going to be like, that guy was funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch what he does.
Yeah.
And most of that guy stuff is on Netflix.
And Netflix, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Say Netflix doesn't benefit it.
Because you don't get the stories like if Jim Norton was there. He has, again, not as big and as famous as a lot of these other people, but he would have personal stories of Kevin Hart back when his name was Lil Kev the Bastard and he wasn't even using his legal name as a these people would have stories, and it's missing some of that energy.
His ex-wife should have been on it.
So
that would have been amazing.
Bill Burr's on contract with Hulu. I completely forgot.
Oh, is he?
All of his stuff is on Hulu.
Oh well,
that's exactly why Bill Burr wasn't on there.
Yeah.
Huh.
What about Gary Owen?
Gary Owen should have been on. He wasn't even there.
Is he contracted with like Amazon or Hulu? Because I think that's
his latest special
part
on YouTube.
Is on YouTube.
Yeah. I don't think he's. I mean, he might be on a contract with somebody, but I don't think it's a major platform like that.
But there's other business behind the scenes.
And Netflix doesn't mess with Gary Owen though.
Yeah.
Netflix don't mess with Gary Owen for whatever. I don't know why. Just no one knows why. They had their choices.
Maybe his ex is.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's.
I
don't know if it's like because he's just black famous to them, but he's not though. He's bigger than.
He's famous.
He's way bigger than that.
But on top.
But I don't know if they see him as that.
Netflix puts out a bunch of trash specials every
and Gary Owen's,
year.
Gary Owen's great
every year.
I'm pretty sure they're famous for putting out trash.
Honestly, they grab. I think Netflix leans on their roster of the biggest comedians of all time because they do the Dave Chappelles, they do the Kevin Harts, they do the Bill Burrs, the Burt Kreischers, those guys. And then I feel like it has to be two different departments. And then the other department,
you book the features, we book the headlines.
Just throws money at just bullshit. I mean, you have to
Man, they rushed it though. Ain't no way, bro.
I mean, some of that other stuff. Now, again, you have to sift through. Like, what's his name? He's in Austin. Black guy, Brian
Simpson.
Brian Simpson. I saw him on Netflix on one of his specials, and it was awesome.
He was great.
So you have to sift through
Mark Norman
bullshit to find the good ones on Netflix. Netflix gives out some.
I mean, we're saying this about Netflix, but bro, if you go to like Tubi, Amazon, Hulu, bro, a lot of them specials are way more trash.
But I don't know, they're pretty hilarious.
There's way more. I should say not just way more trash. I should say there's way more trash.
Yeah. But here's the thing:
compared to Netflix,
Tubi and Amazon let anybody just put stuff up. So that's why that's a lot of trash.
Oh my god!
Netflix is giving budgets.
They're making choices.
Yeah, they're making decisions to put some of this trash.
They're well produced trash though.
Yeah,
like they don't put out
produced trash.
They don't put out nothing that's not well produced.
Comedy as a whole is more diluted now because they're not hiring, or people aren't getting booked because they're comics who've been doing comedy for 15 years. Now they're getting booked because they got 25,000 followers.
Yeah.
And then they're just, go try comedy.
Go try comedy.
Yeah.
That's happening a lot.
That's trickling into Netflix now?
It's trickling into Netflix now. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I don't know. There's not a lot. I mean, besides what's the guy? Country Wayne. I don't see a lot of like internet dudes making it that's on Netflix right now.
And Country Wayne's one was trash.
It wasn't. It was
first one.
It was a church. It was a church special. Like in church, that would kill. Like the stuff he was doing would kill in a church, but it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't very good.
His second one was a lot better. You could tell he's like worked on it between the first one and the second one. But that first one.
But honestly, he's one of the better like. From internet sketches to stand up, he's one of the better guys who made that transition with ease. So
you know who would have been funny? Drewski as Erica Kirk. hosting the fucking thing.
Maybe not hosting, but doing a surprise appearance like Tiana and them.
That would have been great.
That would have been so good.
That would have been great.
That would have got a lot of eyes.
And again, it's relevant. It's right now.
Dude.
And it's
Which Drewski's relationship with Netflix.
Yeah, I think Drewski's doing his own thing. I'm sure he's been reached out to by Netflix.
Drewski, low key, he's low key. He's becoming a nice little legend. Like he's like doing the sketches on his own. He's making some like the last one he did with the British dude. He was playing a British dude, but playing an American actor.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
That is a great idea. Like he's coming up.
He
with
should have done.
Was that a Idris Elba thing?
It's Idris Elba and the other guy.
There's a lot of them though.
There's a couple of them.
Yeah, there's a few British.
No, the guy from was it Snowfall?
There's a dude from I don't know about that, but there's a dude from All American.
Damson Idris. Damson
I don't know
something. I don't remember. But he's another British one.
There's a show All American where there's a British actor playing a hood.
Yeah,
like a hood. South Central.
Well, Idris Elba was in. Is it really Damson Idris and Idris Elba? Is it really? They have the same.
Is that his name?
I don't know. I gotta look.
We'll look it up afterwards.
Bother me.
Yeah, they'll tell us about it. They'll leave in the comments.
But Idris Elba played in The Wire. He played a drug dealer from Baltimore.
Yeah.
In a British accent. I mean, not the whole time, but the whole time he sounded like to be fair, he sounded like an American. But yeah,
Bruh, the kid from All American said he learned how to talk because he doesn't just talk in American accent. He sounds like he's from LA. Like 100%. Like you hear him talk, you think from LA. And he said he just listened to LA rappers. And that's all he did to prepare like for the role. And then he said he shows up and he's shooting the whole time. And then when they finally cut, they wrap up for the day, like the pilot episode. And he goes back into his regular voice. And everyone's like, what? Why are you talking like that? He's like, oh, this is my real voice. And yeah.
But here's the thing that's messed up about that. So in Hollywood right now, everyone's concerned about representation, right? Visually. But as long as you're black, close enough. Why are we doing shows centered in LA when LA is filled?
You can just grab any
with
nigga.
hundreds of
Just play
thousands
yourself. He don't even got to be a good actor. Just be you, nigga.
Desperate to get, they're working at Starbucks. They're sucking dick for gas money.
Flying over from England,
like you said, just
with
non-actors
with they pinky up, getting rolls in the hood.
Yeah. They took our jobs. Yeah.
Like other niggas did.
Yeah.
Sophisticated niggas. Just came over and just took your hood job.
Not really though, because Idris Elba used to sell weed in front of like Caroline's, I think, at the comedy club in New York.
No way.
Yes.
I'm about to say in England.
Yeah, no. Apparently he was like a door guy or like a bouncer at Caroline's back then.
And he's still got the accent.
Yep.
That's great.
Yeah.
A British bouncer.
That's funny. Well, do you guys have anything to promote? Any shows you guys are doing?
I'm doing Preston's Friday show at Barley and Vine.
Cool. All right.
The one that right where they do milk on
in
Thursday,
Orlando.
Saturday? Yeah. That one's gonna be a lot of fun.
The Boardroom, Cocoa Beach, Mark Andrews. The 22nd of May. I'll be there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to get back into the circuit. I've been working a lot. My bookable days are Fridays and Sundays. That's all I have.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee that I can, like, if someone wants me to do a Saturday show, I don't know if I'm going to, like, tonight. I didn't get off work until 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And if they expect me there at 8, I don't have the PTO to take off. It's just like, maybe I'll be there. Like, if you're cool with me maybe showing up, then put me on the list. But if you don't want me to wait until the last minute and text you at 7 o'clock going, hey, I'm stuck at work, I can't.
Anytime you want to do the Dunes, you're in the chat. So
Friday?
Yeah, just show up.
Wait.
The Dunes has...
I forgot that the Dunes is transfer hands.
Yeah.
So for Priest to look at Matt and go, anytime you want to do the Dunes, I'll hook you up.
Appreciate it.
I never took you out the chat for that purpose. You in the chat.
So if you're doing a show on a Friday, book your boy. That's about it. So I'm just trying to stay active.
My next one is check out Sunshine City Comedy Club's website. I am on there not this weekend, next weekend. Nope, I did Clearwater last weekend.
Same backdrop, but
same backdrop, different club.
West Coast.
Yeah. No. They're both West Coast.
Yeah,
there's one Sunshine City and then there's another one Clearwater.
Which one was the one that we went to with Brian?
With Brian was Sunshine City. Sunshine City. Yeah. So I'm doing the Clearwater one next.
Heck yeah.
That one was fun. Last time I did, I hadn't done this in a long time. Last time I did the Clearwater one this past weekend, I slept in my vehicle.
I think the last time you did that was the last time we did an episode.
I know, really? It's been a long time since I did that. But the last time I went there, there's this place called Skyway Bridge Park. So it's a bridge that used to be like the road from one part of town to the other that crossed over the bay. And they built a new bridge, and instead of knocking down the old bridge, they turned the entire bridge into a fishing pier.
I'm about to say, that sounds like a fishing spot.
Yeah. But what's dope about it is you can drive on it still.
What?
So you pay to get in, and then you drive down the bridge.
Is it only wide enough for one car?
No, wide enough for two cars, both way.
And what you do, there's a bait shop at the very end of the it's a pier now because they cut the bridge in half. But there's a 24-hour bait shop with live bait and everything at the end.
That's crazy.
You drive down, you buy your bait, and then you drive up to the spot where you're going to fish, and you park your car where you're going to fish.
Just park. Oh, you didn't got to walk your stuff.
Yes. So
you back the truck up.
Yes.
Dude.
So I go there, and the last time I went there, I was so excited. I'm gonna fish overnight, and I'm gonna fish all day the next day. I'm gonna take a shower and do my next show and go home. So I'll have 24 hours straight of fishing, pretty much. Not 24 hours. I guess it's 12 hours straight of fishing, and then go home, right? And I laid down because I didn't at the time. I was driving my little Chevy Sonic, and that didn't make sense to try and sleep in because I've done it a couple of times, but it's uncomfortable.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah. This time I'm driving the Nissan Xterra, so I was like, this has got a lot of room. I'm gonna pull the back seats out, make it super flat,
pull up an air mattress.
Whatever. I didn't even do that honestly, but it's way more comfortable because it's one of those vehicles that actually has an actual flat surface in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So it was one of those things where I put all the windows down, I cast both rods, turn the indicator thing where it clicks on the thing's called or whatever, the drag, and then went and laid down.
Done that before.
And because I'm I'm in the truck. I mean, when I tell you the truck is here, and my fishing pole is, I'm not exaggerating. It's like this far from the truck because I just pulled right up to the edge, cast the line out, and stuck it by the truck and laid down in the truck, and I just waited for boom. We did that all night. And then the next morning, woke up, kept fishing, and then Planet Fitness, if you remember, you can get a day pass at a club that's not your local one
so you can go
for $5. Yeah. So I went to my Planet Fitness, $5, took a shower, went and did the show.
Nice.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'm gonna do that again when I do Sunshine.
Hell yeah.
Because also I don't have to drive back and then turn around the next day and drive all the way back again. So it eliminates like both things.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Especially for a 2-dayer.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. We're back. We have we'll be doing this on a regular basis again now that we have video. So thank you guys. It's been a fun style podcast.